Hey, what's going on, guys? Joey here, and so one thing I've noticed recently is I can't speak for anybody else on Awaken City, but myself personally, I feel like I've kind of slowed down in the development process, and that's due to a few things. And one thing I feel like a lot of us on the team are feeling is exams are right around the corner. For me, I don't know about everyone else, but for me, they're within the next few weeks. So I've been studying pretty hard, and on top of that, there's also things like I've been working really hard to get physics in general, just working on the server, and that's been a hassle. And then obviously there's motivational things like, oh yeah, side projects. I'm sure you guys have seen or on the forum somewhere, my side projects thread. So I figured, just so it wasn't looking, so it looks like I was putting more stuff out there that I would start this series up, and depending on how much people would enjoy it, it will depend on how often I do it or whatnot. So yeah, by the way, people who are viewing this on YouTube, I'll put a link to the actual forum in the description. I'd rather you watch it from there, because mainly I'm gonna check the forum. I'll still check the comments here, but I would prefer it to be localized on the forum. Um, and then on top of that, so this tutorial, as you can notice from the title, it's for learning C sharp, and that can be in the title. I'm probably gonna put it like learn C sharp for gaming, but hopefully, depending on, I'll put like a poll whether you guys want to learn it for forward programming in a game engine like Unity or something, or if you want to learn just generic .NET programming. Either way, I can walk you through whatever you need to know, because I've done a lot of both. Okay, and so yeah, I'll put like a poll up on the forum, and if you want to just comment on the YouTube video, I'll take a look at those as well. And this is sort of like a minor thing, but if anybody wants to know like what my qualifications are, I've been working on a portfolio. I'll put that in the description as well. But you can kind of check out some stuff about me here if you feel up to it. And so before I actually jump into any tutorial, this is kind of like an introduction video. But I prefer personally if you would download Microsoft Visual Studio Express 2012. That's what I use. I think it's probably one of the best IDEs out there, because especially you can not only code for .NET programming, but you can use it for other applications. Like I use it for Unity and for .NET programming. So just Google this here, first link, and then download. It's pretty self-explanatory. So it might take a while to download. I know it was a pretty large download the first time I did it, so you might want to download that if you want to, or you can stick to. I remember for the longest time I had used Notepad++, but after a while, there's only so much you can do with that. So yeah, I'll jump back up in the next video, the official tutorial, with the first C# tutorial. Now I know a lot of people are actually intimidated by programming, because I think it's impossibly hard, but I plan on taking it from the perspective of someone who's never looked at coding before. So I'm going to try and keep it really simple, really basic. And I know this is my first time putting a tutorial on this channel, but I had actually done a whole bunch of tutorials for things like programming and whatnot, so I've actually got a lot of experience in trying to keep it simple. That's what bothers me, is that a lot of people who are really good programmers, they'll make tutorials out there, but they underestimate how little a beginner could know, and the stuff that they don't mean to make it sound intimidating, but they'll say stuff that makes sense to them but doesn't make sense to anybody else, because they don't understand certain aspects or whatnot. So hopefully I'll try and keep it as basic as possible, and then we'll work our way up. So yeah, I'll have the actual first tutorial up soon, explaining some basic C# syntax. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.